What happened before was we went this far and we're using Cat Emmist's dice tutorial, and we're going to continue with what he's doing. So we're going to go here to fillet, and I am going to group select. So I'm going to drag a rectangle across and fillet everything. And we do it at 0.4 millimeters. So just give it that little bit of edge. Now, if you look within your fillet, there's like the rolling ball, and there's the setback. It's not really going to be a huge difference for us, and I'm okay with either, so just hit OK. Now, the next thing that he does is he creates that little indent that'll be the first circle, and then we'll pattern that. So let's do that. So to do it, he does a offset plane and picks a side and goes in -4. If for some reason it seems like yours is positive, then go with it. The idea is that you're going inside at 4. So hit OK. We're going to sketch on that new plane, and we're going to do that cool thing he calls slice so that we're working in here. I'm going to project, but I'm going to go down here. Obviously, you can hit P on your keyboard, but for those of you that are get uncomfortable, I feel like it's nice to have that. For the geometry selection filter, you have both this or bodies. So I'm going to click bodies, click here, and then hit OK. And that just gives me everything I need. He then creates a shape that is perpendicular from here to here, so 90 degrees. And then he does another one that's like in this direction. Watch for that check mark. That gets weird. Try not to click on that. He also does an arc that comes up here. You could use the line tool, hold down your button, and it will work. But I'm going to do the tangent arc here just to keep the people who are more comfortable with that so they can see what's going on. Whoa, watch for that triangle. Do not click on that triangle. So what that's doing is it's adding a constraint that we don't want. So just watch yourself if that pops up on your end. Then I'm going to click here and here. I'm doing the distance from that first vertical line to the wall. And we're going to make that 4 millimeters. Then we're going to go from here out. And we're going to say that is 0.4. Which itty bitty. Which it's supposed to be. And then finally from here to here, did I get it? Yes, I did. And that's 1.5. So again, your circle ends up being 3, right? Because it's twice that, and we're revolving this shape. So if you look, I have the tangent symbol, which is tangent from here to here. I have perpendicular from here to here, and I have perpendicular from here to here. So if you have all that and you put those dimensions in, all the lines become black, making it fully defined, and you're going to shape. Now he had done something in the beginning of the video that I was unable to do, and I figured it out between the time I taped this one and the last one, so I'm going to show you. So he goes to revolve, and then when he goes to select, if you drop down to this thing called window selection, it allows you to get to that shape, which is really cool, so you don't have to do that analysis that I did over here, the section analysis. But at least I'm showing you 2 different ways. So then go to axis, and click on that line there. If you need to rotate so you can just get the line, do that. So that you're rotating around that. It immediately wants to do a cut, so hit OK. Now I had tried to do this a couple times for a video. I started coughing, things like that. So I've already turned this white, and let's go back and make this, different colors. I want you, as my students, to pick different colors than I have. So I don't want to see white and black. I'm going to do the typical white and black. I want you to do pink and purple or blue and yellow or whatever. So we go into Fusion Appearance, and then we get all of these options. Look, you have fabric, you have concrete, you have all kinds of things to pick from. I'm going to do glossy paint, which you're allowed to do as well, and there's colors. The other thing you can do is pick, let's see, I'll go to the white, and I'm going to drag it on. And right now, up here, Apply to Bodies is clicked. So that allowed this to be white, which brings us into this. So I'm going to double click on this. And look, you can actually change colors here. So for fun, I'm going to make this a little bit different color and hit done. And then for the other one, I want to do the black on that little circle. So to do that, I'm going to go to Faces, click on that. And now I can just drag that right into there. And for me, I'm going to keep it black. But again, I would love to see you do different colors. And I just showed you that drag technique, which allows you multitude of colors. Okay, so you have this. And I kept all of my planes and lines on because we're going to go ahead and pattern stuff. So let's use those. I'm going to drop down and go to rectangular pattern. Yes, it's up at the top because it's one of my most used items. But I'm showing you where it is in case it's not one of your most used items. So down here, rectangular, I have features. I'm going to click on that circle. And then axis, you can pick a line that goes in the direction you want. So for here, I'm going to pick here. And then I'm going to do 3 and 4 millimeters. And it worked for me. One of the things I want you to watch out for is your distribution. If it's all scrunched together, it means that you're on extent instead of spacing. For this, we want spacing. So let me show you what happens if I go to extent. If I put in 4, you'll see this. If you see this, you know you're not in the right spot. So then go back, drop down to spacing. It's going to convert the number, and you have to go back and change it to 4. So just if that glitch comes up, I wanted to show you. If it worked for you, cool. Sorry that I wasted your time. Okay, now we're going to pattern in the other direction. I wonder if we could have patterned it at the same time. I think we may have been able to, but this guy does it in 2 steps, so I'm doing it in 2 steps. But that's an interesting adaptation for later. Okay, so I'm clicking this and this, because now we have all of this. My axis, I'm going to pick the other direction. Again, it's 3, spacing. We're going to make it 4. And that did it in the right. I can visually see it's correct, so I can hit OK. All right, now we're going to do something crazy with our next pattern. We're going to use circular. I know it's weird, just like we did earlier. And we're doing feature. And we're going to pick everything that we've patterned so far. And for our axis, I'm going to pick that red center line, if I can get to it, so that it goes right around the middle. See? Right there. We want 4. But this is the thing. I'm going to do 4 in the other direction, and they can't double up on each other. If they double up on each other, it'll glitch. So in order to get rid of that, we're going to suppress one of them. So you go to this, you click on this thing called suppress, and you see these little check marks. So we are going to suppress the bottom one. So then you're going to click on that check mark, which makes it disappear, and you're going to hit OK. So what it does is it gives the math to do the pattern the right way, but it does not interfere. Now we're going to go ahead and pattern in the other direction. And I'm going to pick, again, all the pieces that I've done to get to this point. I'm going to click on axis. And I'm going to click that green one this time, because now I'm going in the other direction. I'm going to pick... Wait, did I do rectangular? I meant circular. I'm still collecting the right things. My green axis. There we go. And then we're going to do 4. And see how it does? It goes all the way around and does that bottom one. So if I did everything correctly, we're not going to glitch. Let's see. Yay, it didn't glitch. All right, there you go. So now what we have to do is we have to delete certain things in order for it to look like a real dice. So for me, I'm going to look a little ahead here so I can see the ones that get deleted. Because once I see the ones that get deleted, it helps me out. So we're going to go ahead and turn off those planes and things like that because we don't need that anymore. We can see what we're doing a little better. And we are going to delete. So I'm looking to see where delete is. It's down here. And then we're going to pick things that allow us to create. See, check it out. Whoa, see how that's like a 6-sided dice now? So you're going around and you're making it look like dice. So 1, 2. I think this one's 4. That's cool. I'm doing each one individually just to show you which one's which. If you look at a dice in front of you, it may help you as far as making sure that you are doing it opposite to each other, if that makes sense. Because like you got to figure like 1 should be opposite to 6, right? So 1's in the center. So we'll delete that. And you can do more than one side. You don't have to do like I was doing with the different pieces. I'm just showing you that so you can see. So I have 1, 4, 6. So on the opposite of 4, we will do 5. Is that 5? And then, oh no, that's not 5. Oh, look at me. You can tell I don't have a die in front of me, right? There, that's 5. Okay. Let's see, this one would be 3. It goes across. Does that? Yeah, there we go. And then this, what do I have left? 2? So 2 would be 2. I think that's how a 2 would look. Hit OK. Let's see. So I have 6, 4, 5, 1, 3, 4, and 2. Yeah, looks sweet. There you go. That's the whole thing in a nutshell. If you have this, you're ready to turn into me. You know, for me, you're going to have to save it. So we will save this as dice block. Oops. Hit OK. Save. You're going to then go down here to share file link. Turn that thing on. Oops. I got Nancy. You do have to wait. There is a delay. Hit copy. Paste that into my assignment on Canvas, and you are good to go. Good job, guys.